Gave up some explosive plays, but
we
really
won.
got tough.
Baby, in the red
really
zone.
Got tough in the red zone.
Yeah, we did. We played great red zone defense, and it was disappointing to give up some of those big plays because the game didn't have to be that close. But it's very difficult to come down here and win, and it's difficult to beat both these Alabamas on the road in the same year. I don't know if that's happened too many times.
Never.
Y'all seem to limit their running game pretty good.
Yeah, I thought we did a great job. I think to beat Auburn, you got to be able to do that. And we had some nice schemes on them, some things that we did that helped us out a lot. And if it wasn't for the big plays, it wouldn't have been close.
What did it mean having Robert back?
I mean, that's a big part of those schemes. I mean, you know, some of the gap schemes that people run against them, it's hard to get the center back blocking on him to pull the guard, and it makes all the difference. And it helps having C.J. Johnson, too.
Dave, I'm not so sure 2 or 3 weeks ago, if you'd have given up those explosive plays, the teams probably would have gone and scored. You see a different in confidence and.
I do. I mean, I think you know, we were so disappointed a couple weeks ago on how we were playing, and I really loved come to Jesus meeting that we had that Sunday, and the way the seniors stepped up and said and did some of the things, and they've acted on it. You know, it hadn't just been words; it's been things that they wanted to accomplish. So we'll continue to get better, and we got another tough game coming up next week.
Taylor Speaks just seems to be making plays week after week now. Is his game just kind of really starting to take off?
I think when you have, you know, those two guys, and then you throw in DJ and Woody as well, we do miss Isaac in his quickness, but I think it makes for a formidable front with those types of guys in there. And Breland has done some great things.
Dave, what allowed you guys to be so successful once they got in the red zone?
I don't know. Probably wasn't a play call, but I thought our guys just bowed their back, you know, and did what they had to do and executed. I mean, they didn't make very many short yards, maybe a little bit of stuff running the ball right there in the second half early, but limited in the run and being able to call some pass defense.
How hard is it, Dave, for you guys as a staff to really keep them focused on one game, and there's so much out there in front of them on the table? How hard is it for you to help them focus on one game?
I think it's easier when you got some upperclassmen, or you get even later in the season with some of the young guys that are playing. But, you know, it is difficult. I think he does a great job of that, and setting the goals and what we want to accomplish and how we're going to accomplish the victory each week.
They were 2 of 15 on third downs. That's more like it for you, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you, Lord. Yeah.
I mean, that's been an issue.
It has. I mean, and we were good last week against Texas A&M, but we had a run right there. I told you it was like the Steve Sachs syndrome, where we couldn't get off the field for nothing. But by the way, I was pulling for the Cubs. I was. But it was exciting to see them do some of those things. So we've been good on not giving up big plays, and all of a sudden that bug hit us. So if we ever just get it all cleaned up, good things will happen to us.
What do you attribute getting it cleaned up to, I mean, especially to get it cleaned up as quickly and as effectively as you guys have in 2 weeks?
I think getting some guys back as much as anything. And hopefully we'll have Tony back next week, which will help even more. But you don't realize sometimes when you miss a guy in the middle that occupies two, and I see C.J. Johnson's not there all of a sudden, or Tony. Isaac used to give us a great pass rush and occupy people with his quickness. So I don't want to blame it on injuries, but I think it's certainly a factor.
Seems like the last couple of weeks that pass rush has been pretty consistent. It's been all year. Does that play a role in it too when you're their third one?
Without a doubt. I mean, the strength of our defense is our defensive line. I think everybody knows that. And you know, when those guys are genuine, good things happen to us.
Why is that rush, I guess, all of a sudden kind of taking off, I guess, or showing up here midway through the season or latter part of the season?
I just think, you know, you develop as a team. Some teams, you get better, you get worse. Yeah. You don't stay the same. And I believe that. Over my 35 and a half years of coaching, you get better, you get worse. And, you got to have the mindset, I'm going to find a way to get there. I think Kiffin's done a good job of that.